Orange Baboon Tarantula, the fiery pet that hisses without lungs and vanishes like magic. Did you know this tarantula can make a hissing sound without this one thing? That is right, your fiery little roommate, the Orange Baboon Tarantula, has a secret that will make you double check if your enclosure suddenly turned into a haunted house. But before we explain the truth behind that eerie hiss, let us take a full dive into the world of the Orange Baboon Tarantula, also known to keepers as the infamous Orange Bitey Thing. As an owner, congratulations, you are sharing your living space with one of the boldest and most unpredictable spiders in the hobby. If you have ever stared into your Orange Baboon Tarantula's tank and thought, wait, did my tarantula vanish? You are not alone. These spiders love nothing more than to disappear underground, leaving behind a mound of dirt and webs that make you feel like you are taking care of an abandoned construction site. Sometimes you catch a glimpse of 8 orange legs at the burrow entrance, and sometimes you see nothing but shifting soil. It is like living with a magician who only performs when you are least prepared. The Orange Baboon Tarantula, or Pterinochilus murinus for science fans, comes from Africa, where it thrives in the hot savannas and scrublands. They are tough, they are beautiful, and they are notorious for their fiery attitudes. But what makes them so legendary among tarantula keepers? Let us start with some fun trivia. First, the Orange Baboon Tarantula is a speed demon. Their strike is one of the fastest in the tarantula world. Blink once and your cricket has disappeared, leaving you wondering if it ever existed. Some owners joke that the Orange Baboon Tarantula is basically an orange blur with legs. Then there is the nickname Orange Bitey Thing. What started as a tongue-in-cheek joke among hobbyists has become the official badge of honor for these tarantulas. They are not shy, they are not passive, and they certainly do not avoid confrontation. When startled, instead of running away, they often go full superhero pose, front legs up, fangs out, and a come-at-me attitude. Another fascinating piece of trivia is their natural engineering skills. In the wild, Orange Baboon Tarantula dig sprawling underground burrows with multiple exits. These burrows can stretch several feet deep and provide safety from predators, the harsh sun, and even flooding rains. In captivity, even with limited space, they still display these instincts. Owners often wake up to find new tunnels, rearranged substrate, and elaborate webbing that looks like a Halloween decoration gone wild. And of course, we cannot forget their striking color. After a molt, the Orange Baboon Tarantula glows with a vibrant orange hue, almost like a little ember walking across the enclosure. Owners often say it feels like their spider just stepped out of a lava lamp. Their color shift is one of the highlights of owning this species. Next, let us talk about durability. For all their boldness, Orange Baboon Tarantulas are surprisingly hardy. They tolerate a wide range of conditions, adapt easily, and can handle mistakes that would kill more delicate species. Forget to mist for a week, they shrug it off. Humidity drop, no problem. They are the little tanks of the tarantula world. Now, how do you give your Orange Baboon Tarantula the best life in your care? First, the enclosure. A 5 to 10 gallon terrarium is plenty. Since they are burrowers, floor space is more important than height. Substrate is where they shine. Provide at least 4 to 6 inches of deep substrate. Coconut fiber, soil, or a sand mix works great. Your Orange Baboon Tarantula will dig tunnels, rearrange dirt, and create escape routes like a little subterranean architect. Do not be surprised if the enclosure looks different every morning. Even though they will often create their own burrow, it helps to offer a starter hide. A piece of cork bark or a small pre-made tunnel gives them a little help. Of course, your Orange Baboon Tarantula will probably remodel it anyway, but it is like giving them the starter tools for their creative projects. Temperature should be kept between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. These tarantulas love warmth. Humidity should be moderate, around 50 to 60%. The great thing about Orange Baboon Tarantula S is that they do not demand rainforest conditions. A water dish and occasional misting is all they need. Feeding time is where the excitement begins. Offer a variety of insects like crickets, roaches, and mealworms. Adults can handle larger prey without hesitation. Watching an orange orange baboon tarantula hunt is like watching a horror film in fast forward, sudden, explosive, and over before you can react. But remember, do not overfeed them. They are efficient hunters and sometimes go on fasting streaks, especially before a molt. And let me repeat this one more time. Do not handle your orange baboon tarantula. These spiders are strictly for viewing. Their venom is medically significant, and combined with their speed and defensive nature, it is just not worth the risk. Enjoy their beauty through the glass and your hands will remain bite-free. Funny stories every orange baboon tarantula owner knows. Living with an orange baboon tarantula comes with plenty of funny and sometimes terrifying moments. One of the most common is the vanishing act. Owners often joke that they never actually see their tarantula, just an enclosure filled with tunnels and dirt piles. The spider becomes an invisible roommate who only reveals itself when you least expect it. In the last video, we learned how your orange baboon tarantula can survive weeks without food or water by conserving energy. But here's something wild. Did you know it can scale smooth glass walls using special hairs on its feet? That's right, your spider might just be hanging upside down, defying gravity like a tiny 8-legged ninja. Double check that enclosure lid because escape is always an option for this crafty climber. Another popular story is the decorator. Many orange baboon tarantulas take interior design very seriously. Owners have shared how their spiders drag fake plants, moss, and even the water dish into their burrow, arranging everything into their own version of a stylish cave. Forget home makeover shows. Your tarantula already has it covered. Then there is the surprise sprint. Many owners describe dropping a cricket into the tank only to see the orange baboon tarantula explode out of its burrow, grab the cricket mid-run, and vanish again before the owner can blink. It is like watching an Olympic sprinter who also happens to be a ninja. And let us not overlook the watcher. Some orange baboon tarantulas love sitting half out of their burrow, legs sprawled like little orange sentinels guarding the gate. They sit motionless for hours, glaring at you, making you feel judged every time you pass by. It is intimidating and hilarious at the same time. Owning an orange baboon tarantula is never boring. They are bold, they are quick, and they have personalities larger than their enclosures. Every day is a mix of fascination and humor. Whether you are staring at a dirt-filled tank wondering if your tarantula is alive, or you are startled by the sudden sprint of orange legs, they keep you entertained, surprised, and sometimes a little on edge. And now let us return to that mysterious hissing sound we mentioned at the beginning. How does a tarantula make such a noise when it does not have vocal cords? The answer is stridulation. This is when your orange baboon tarantula rubs certain body parts together, producing a faint hissing or rasping sound. It is their way of warning you or anything else nearby that they mean business. No lungs, no voice, just pure spider sound effects. Pretty clever, right? So the next time you hear that creepy hiss from your orange baboon tarantula's enclosure, do not panic. It is not haunted. It is not ventriloquism. It is just your tarantula flexing its built-in sound machine. If you enjoyed learning about your orange baboon tarantula, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss future deep dives into the weird and wonderful world of exotic pets. And remember, admire, respect, and never handle. Next up, did you know the blue-fanged tarantula is one of the few species known to occasionally display communal tolerance when young? While most tarantulas are solitary and aggressive toward others, some juvenile bluefangs raised together in spacious enclosures have been observed coexisting for short periods. It is not recommended long-term, but it offers a rare glimpse into social flexibility in an otherwise fiercely independent species. Wild, right?